Subscribe or bear the hatred of the Uchiha. Wake up to reality.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sho with another video, and today I'm talking about my favorite anime of all time. Now, a lot of people don't like to do this because naming a favorite anime of all time means it's hard, because there might be anime you enjoy, now better than others. I mean, me personally, I enjoyed Demon Slayer Season 2 over a lot of different anime that I would consider my favorite, but it's not my favorite anime. My favorite anime is Gintama. Now, I'm pretty sure if you've seen this video, you clicked on it, you've seen the thumbnail, and it shows Gintama, so you're probably familiar with the anime. But for those of you who don't know, for those of you who clicked on it just to see what I was talking about, this anime is probably the best anime I've ever seen. And not really for the reasons that you think. Is Gintama the greatest anime ever created? Probably not. But for me, it definitely is. It's a couple of reasons for this. Now for me, Gintama stands as a true testament to the versatility in anime. Like, you can't really nail it down to one genre. Like, yes, it's a shonen. It was in Shonen Jump. Like, yeah, it's a shonen. Yeah, it's a comedy. Yeah, it's an action anime. And a little bit of horror thrown in there for just a bit. A little bit of mecha. A little bit of school. It's pretty much an anime that does literally everything. It's one of those anime that can blend side-splitting humor with the moments of profound emotional depth. From my iconic Odd Jobs crew to the very unforgettable villains that just seemingly come out of nowhere, but it works. Gintama breaks the mold of traditional storytelling. It isn't just about samurai and aliens. Yes, it is about that too, but it's about human connection. It's about resilience. It's about finding humor in even the darkest moments. The show's ability to parry silly anime tropes while simultaneously delivering its own gripping narrative is unmatched. Whether you like action-packed arcs with good fights, whether you like comedic timing that is actually good for an anime, which is hard to do, or just like character development, Gintama offers that in waves. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really just a series for me. It's an era. So to take a deeper look into Gintama, right, we would have to pretty much uncover what is at the heart of Gintama. What really is it? If we had to narrow it down to a few things, what would it be considered? I would say it is a perfect blend of a comedy / drama anime. Now, it's rare for an anime to transition so seamlessly from having you almost about to die on the floor laughing to heart-pounding action, and also having some of the moments that actually might make you cry. It's actually kind of crazy. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember how I got to this anime. I just randomly one day decided to check it out. Actually, I kind of do. A long time ago, I had they used to sell the Shonen Jump magazines at Walmart, and I used to always want them. I used to be like, please get me them. And honestly, if I would have knew how cool they would have been back then, I would have collected them. I really didn't do much with them. I always got them, and then, they got old and I threw them away. But I really wish I would have kept all of them, to be truthfully honest. Those are legendary. And it was a big help to getting anime into the mainstream. But there was a scene with this crazy samurai looking guy with a wooden sword, and he jumps out a window and hits somebody out the window. It was a crazy scene. But I always thought it was I've always seen Gintama in those Shonen Jump books, but it wasn't until much later until I would actually watch it. I would always see it in there. I thought it was kind of funny for a little bit, but I always thought it was nothing really serious. I was too busy reading some of the other stuff, right? So when the actual anime came up in front of me, I decided to check it out. I think at the time they didn't have as many. They had nowhere near as many episodes they have now. I kind of caught it pretty early. I caught it before it had all the newer seasons, so I was able to kind of watch that as it came out. My experience watching the beginning of Gintama, and this is what I tell a lot of people when I say that they should watch it. Don't go into the anime expecting all the things I told you. Don't go in it expecting it to be a crazy action anime. Don't go in it to expect you to make you laugh every episode. Go in it with just completely interested, or at least willing to give it a chance. The first 50 some episodes, just go in it with the mindset that I want to see what this is about. Because if you try to narrow it down to one thing, there's a good chance you could be disappointed because you don't get what you want right away. I feel like the genius in Gintama is that as the anime goes, it just delivers stuff upon to you that is not what you expected. There was one specific arc, and this whole video is going to be just basically no spoilers. I'm talking to vague things. People that actually watch the show will probably get what I'm saying. There was this one arc. I think it was to me the first. I would consider the first actual series battle arc. It literally came out of nowhere. I always initially thought it was just another comedy episode, and then like the next episode it's like it's getting slashed down. It's actually so crazy because it caught me by surprise, but I was thoroughly locked in. Once we got through with that arc, and it was a good arc, we was able to get back to the fun and wackiness of Gintama, and that's the thing I love. I love this anime is going to keep me entertained, even on the episodes that most would consider slow. It's a comedy anime. Now, normally when you have anime like that are action anime, a lot of the anime that, like, let's for instance say Naruto, they have a lot of filler episodes where, you could consider it like sort of comedy or whatever, right? They take breaks from big major arcs and stuff in between, but those episodes are usually so boring. The thing about Gintama is that their filler, which is not really filler, it's all canon content, but their slow down episodes, their like funny episodes are actually funny. Like, you actually kind of love them, and that's what makes the anime good. On his worst day, it's like a Konosuba or a Bakken test. On his best day, it's something we haven't seen in anime ever again. Another good thing about this show is that the characters are weirdly relatable. They always character tropes. You have your lazy main character, but when it's time to fight for the one he loves, he goes all out. And I feel like you can relate to that. They're just kind of down-to-earth anime characters in a world that is definitely not down-to-earth. In fact, it is not very much down-to-earth, as it is invaded by aliens. To kind of emphasize how wacky the show is, I'm just now about to explain the basic plot in Gintama, very late into the video. So basically, in Gintama, you'll see this very soon, episode 1. Aliens have taken over Edo, Japan. They have won, and basically the shogunate is basically under the alien rule. Aliens are basically the overlords of the planet, but it's not necessarily like we're doing like battle with them right now of anything. It's pretty much more about we're now living in this world where there are aliens all around, and the world is conquered. They're still samurai, but they really aren't samurai. This is why Gintama has a protagonist that has a wooden sword, because samurai culture is pretty much banned in this alien overtaken world. They fought against the samurai lost, so now samurai swords are banned. So you have your 3 main characters. You have Gintoki Sakata, I think his name is. I'm getting all of this off from memory, by the way. He basically is the owner of the Odd Jobs company, and he just does random work. You have Shinpachi. He owns, him and his sister own a dojo, and he basically trains in the way of the samurai. You have Kagura. She is an alien, basically Super Saiyan from a different planet. She's known as I don't know if I actually need to tell you that yet. That might be a spoiler. But you basically follow these 3 in their adventures around the world or off-world, and there's a lot of side characters that I feel like are incredible. That's one thing. There are incredible side characters. There are characters that you feel like they seem annoying and you don't care about them at first, but the thing about it is that this anime actually gives character development to their side characters, which is in a very unique twist. You have a character that's completely in the background. He doesn't really mesh well with the story. At least he could be on doing his own thing. He could actually be affecting not our main crew, but he's affecting the world of Edo, and we just get to see him a little bit, and it may seem like really fillery, but it's really character development for characters. I'm thinking about Prince Hada, if I'm not mistaken his name, but you just get to see over the years and over the episodes the character development that they have for random side characters. This is an anime where you truly get to know everyone. To me, it reminds me in that aspect of Haikyuu. In Haikyuu, you truly get to know every team. There might be a couple players you miss out on, but everybody has their distinct personality. And this was what Gintama excels at. Yes, we get a lot of main time with our main characters. We get to know our main characters very well. But it's the characters around them that make up the story for me. Like, let me be honest. We have our main characters, but there's these characters called the Shinsengumi, and they are hilarious. I mean, every single one. It's mainly just the top 3. But they are some of the funniest characters in anime because they're basically like a cool anime group. They're basically police, right? For the Edo, Japan. But like, there is so much depth in just this one group of, I guess I would consider them main characters. But there's just literally so much depth in this group. Man, with the Shinsengumi and all of the other parties mentioned in between, you can't help but love this anime. Like, it's so good. It's so good. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. If you made it to the end of this video, you get to earn this secret. I have not actually finished this anime. Yes, I have not actually finished this anime. I think I'm having some sort of separation anxiety or whatever it's called. You don't want things to end. Whatever it is. I'm having that. See, when I was watching Gintama, I was watching it ongoing. At the time, they kept coming out with the fake season finale and fake season finale. I think they eventually ended it with a movie. I have never watched this movie, or I've never watched this last bit of the episodes. My plan was to actually go and rewatch the whole entire series from the jump. Because what I wanted to do, right, since the final season wasn't coming out and it was already been so long since I've watched the end of it, I just literally wanted to go through it again, just to do it. Because I mean, it's so great. But you know, I got a new job and I never got around to it. And I really do want to sit down and just watch all the way through. But I mean, granted, it's all in sub. Most of it is. There's dub parts, and I really hate how they did the dubbing. The way that the dubbing works is that like a really good portion of the Gintama saga, like I think 300 something episodes in, is actually dubbed really decent. And then there's like a different dub for like the first 50 or 200 episodes. It's like so many different dubs, they just sound different and it's just off-putting. So generally you just want to watch the show and sub. But it's weird, you know, some of the best parts of Gintama was actually dubbed, but they skipped so many episodes to dub that good part. So to me, it's like, it's pointless just to even watch the dub at this point. With that being said though, guys, let me know if you know anything about Gintama, if you've watched the show, how you feel about it, and I'll see you guys next video.